Hey, it's girl Natasha from Curl Beauty, and on this show, I want you to glow from head to toe. Okay, we're talking personal development, self care, and obviously hair. So if you're ready to glow and grow, stay tuned. Come on. This podcast is sponsored by Curl Beauty. That's KERL Beauty.ca for all your self care essentials. Curl Beauty, keeping everything real love. Okay, so if I was to start a podcast, I'd be like, hey, how's it going? I just taught a youth entrepreneurship workshop, which I've been doing for the past few years or so. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Hope you got your coffee or ready or wherever you may be listening to this. I'm going to try and do a podcast in a one-shot type of deal because that's how I like to do things. Minimal editing, just getting it done and out there, unless something happened in the background that I need to cut it out, then maybe. But yeah, so I'm getting into this podcast and video. Hopefully I'll be able to post this on YouTube for the visual person, but I'm really trying to, I want to see if I'm going to keep it like real audio so you can kind of like let your imagination figure out what to see, or being more video because who doesn't like to watch stuff? Okay, so on top of, I guess, let me, because I'm just, starting out, I want to see, make sure that I'm following a certain format here, which I have, so please bear with me. Okay, so kind of the flow that I want to go with this podcast is, you already heard the opening, okay, Curl Beauty, go check me out, follow me, do what you have to do. If you want to follow me personally, it's Mama with Locs, okay, on Instagram and almost all platforms. And really, I wanted this to be like a girl chat, and whether or not you're a mom, if you're expecting, or you've been a mom, or you hope to be a mom, hopefully that content serves you well. I am a beauty girly. I like the makeup no makeup look. I do not know how to do a full face beat, but I do know how to do my own makeup, which has been iterative over the years for sure. But I think, in my early 30s, I should have a handle on it, you'd think. I am a big sister, so kind of some of the advice I want to give big sister advice, or that, that girlfriend that you just need an honest opinion from. And if you're trying to level up in your life, whether or not you're an entrepreneur, you're a corporate girly, or whatever it may have been, I'm here and want to have those conversations. So starting off with a girl chat and how I've been. So I taught an entrepreneur workshop today, which was great. It was really fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I am a 9-to-5 corporate girly, but I am a side hustler as well, and have been an entrepreneur for almost 10 years, or at least 10 years actually. So it is definitely part of my journey. It used to be like my whole identity, and maybe we'll get into that one day with the whole mental health and doing what you need to do, but it is a portion of, it's not my identity, but it's a part of me. So I enjoy giving back and teaching, especially with the youth, of how to start your own business and let that be like a good, I don't know, like a project or so. See how the natural light be messing with me if, I don't know how I'm feeling about the video format. Might just keep the audio, but we'll see. This is like a little test run. So other than teaching that workshop, what's been going on? Back at work, it's a new year. And then it's my boyfriend walking. But yeah, it's a new year, and there's a lot of like New Year chatter, being in the gym. I've not new to this, I'm true to this, so I'm trying to just stick with the consistency of the gym, especially being a new mom. So baby girl was born in November 2024, so I had a 1-year mat leave. I'm back, and I'm been trying to kind of like rediscover myself, get back to what I enjoy, and yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey, but getting there. So I have another segment of kind of like being hair obsessed, because I am. My boyfriend tells me all the time. I love looking at hair. I am a lock girly. Okay. Shout out all my lock people out there. It feels like when I transition from like relaxed hair to natural hair and curls, it feels like a whole new journey with the locks as well. And I'm loving seeing so many people transition to locks too. I'm a huge advocate. If you have thick curly hair, kinky hair, locks is the way to go, especially if you're like tired of doing your hair. You don't want a whole wash day, you'd like a wash hour. It's locks are here. And the length retention, honey. If you are like team long hair, and that's your goal, I feel like locks really helps get you there. I don't know if there's too much going on in the hair world that I can think of right now, other than just some stuff that's come about. Like, I was seeing this trend, and it's like beard, no beard. So showing all these guys with beards, and then I guess using AI or whatever, what they would look like without beards. And it is a difference. Okay. It is a difference. Yeah. Team beard. My man has a beard, and that's where it's to stay. Jalen Brown is something that I like talked about in my newsletter a while back, and his hairline rubbing off on another player. Didn't even think of that as being a problem, but it sparked a few conversations, and especially from the baldy commissioner who, you can't expect to have someone understand your point of view when you're not there. If you don't have hair, how can you speak on hair, especially black hair, and what black men are trying to do to kind of help their hairline and all this? Yeah, it was a thing. Calling on LeBron. There's a few players out there that I think are fighting the good fight. But it is definitely a topic, and I think you gotta just work in the phases that you can for hair and do what you gotta do. Other than that, for locks, seeing it a lot more in the NBA, kind of on that trend, as well as just everywhere, men and women getting locks. Again, it's just easier. I'm a huge advocate, and I think everybody should have. When I was curly, I said everyone should have curls. Now everyone should have locks. Yeah, that's kind of like how I went to do it. What else? Money Talks segment. Again, this podcast is just like a tester. I don't even know if I'll post it, but I'm just trying to get in the game. Okay. Money Talks is where on the podcast I want to talk about business or money or personal development, and I think a big focus on like debt payment, and managing your money. What can you invest? What can you do that makes things easier? I have been using AI a lot lately, not only to assess my beauty routines, but also money situation as well. And I just asked a random question, like, if I were to drop an extra amount on my mortgage each year, what would that look like? And the amount I gave, honestly, and shout out to all the homeowners. A Drake line popped up into my head, but I can't figure it right now. But anyways, as a homeowner, you want to, like, typically the mortgages are like 25 to 30 years, and who wants to be paying a mortgage for that long? So the amount that I put in chat, it said like I could pay off my house within 15 years. And I was like, that's actually a game changer. I would love that. That's how you set yourself up for like retirement and just cash flow. So I will probably be using chat a little more, in AI to figure out how to level up myself. And I encourage you to do the same, whether or not you're comfortable with AI. But just ask us some questions, you know? Okay, so a tip of the week, use AI. Get comfortable with it. Ask it different things, whatever that you want to. I've been exploring it. I really also like Google's AI, Gemini, especially if you're a person that Googles. It's great. It's great. So use that more. and level up your life in whatever way that you need to. If that's, I've used it for meal prepping or meal planning. I've used it for skincare routine, hair care routine, money. Like I said, it's a great tool to kind of explore it and use to your advantage. So I would definitely suggest that. And I would have Q&As or pull in, but I haven't fished out for any questions yet. And I don't have any questions right now. So hopefully in the future podcasts, I will have some questions that I can address in Q&A. I guess one question from my workshop today was like, how do I handle being a business owner and, you know, having a full-time job and being a mom? And it's a lot. It's, I definitely prioritize my self-care, my mental health, and what I need to do to feel comfortable and secure and happy. And I'm happy that I have my 9 to 5 to pay the bills. So I'm not too stressed on having my own business and trying to figure out all that, because I think it should really serve you. So I feel like, make sure you pay the bills, make sure you're happy, your family's happy, and then your side hustle is like your paid hobby, and whatever you can time get in, do that. And that's the podcast. That is the little trailer sample. Again, I'm just testing out. I'm trying to get out there. I've been saying I wanted to do a podcast for so long, and hitting this milestone of being a corporate girly for 10 years, being an entrepreneur for 10 years, I feel like it was a good time to share that. I am a little bit of a chatterbox and have the gift of gab. So not that I want this to be a long podcast, but I just want it to be kind of a shorter, like around 20 or 30 minutes or so, hopefully weekly if I can get my editing game and all that together. And and just be consistent with it and share and kind of build on the community and all that. So hopefully you enjoyed this tester episode, and that I have more to come and share it. Follow on all platforms, Curl Beauty, so KERL Beauty is a handle. I'm mostly, probably most active on Instagram. I do love a good TikTok. I'm on Pinterest. YouTube should be coming out. Just a good way to stay engaged. So thank you for listening. Again, it's with the girl, Natasha from Curl Beauty, and hope to see you in the next episode.